Drop it.
What's going on, guys? TDunks here, back with another Knights and Dragons video for you. And before you guys freak out about, oh my god, TDunks, where's your account? No need to worry, guys. I just got a brand new phone. Some of you guys might have heard it, the OnePlus One. Pretty rare phone because of the invite system. That's the only way that you could buy it. So I was finally able to get a new phone besides my dreaded Windows phone that was awful, couldn't read notes or anything. So it was nice to finally be able to be mobile with Knights and Dragons again. So this was just a basic account that when I got my new phone, I created to swap for my main account. So enough with that. Today is the new episode in my Guild Spotlight series. So this account, I only got one friend. He's the GM. He's also one of my best friends probably in the game. We got a little bit of a bromance going on in the game. My boy John here. He's also a member of Phoenix Lord. So he's bouncing back and forth between there and here. Trying to get these guys back up and running. This was their main guild. So Legendz of War, guys. That's my new Guild Spotlight series. So a little story about these guys. These guys, I believe, were my first or second Guild Spotlight series that I ever did. John back then again approached me. He had that OP Blazeborn back then. But yeah, he contacted me and he's like, hey, can you help me out? So, I did the episode for him, and then he contacted me afterwards, guys, and he was like, hey, we're looking to do a top 25 run in the next couple weeks. Do you want to go? And initially, I was like, no, I hadn't really been a gemmer up to that point, guys. Like, to be honest, I hadn't been a gemmer. I was in Rings of Fire, which was a complete, strict, free-to-play guild. And, I was kind of a little wary, but John convinced me, and honestly, it's the best thing I did, because we didn't end up running in Legendz of War. We ended up moving over to Imperial Guardians, but we took top 25. That was my first top 25 ever. That's also what got me introduced to the Coalition. So I owe a large part as to where I am now. A member of leadership in the Vicestone Savages, and somebody in the Republic. I owe that a lot to this guild and Imperial Guardians. So enough with that. These guys ranked 6th in the 2 Fusion Wars ago. So not the last Fusion War, but 2 Fusion Wars ago. That was like the first real run back. Took 6, so it was really awesome. I'll go ahead and I will scroll down and show you guys some of their people. So you got their guild champion right there wearing that Triskelion. I think that's John's alternate account right there, the V2. Moving on down, Leroy Jenkins. So, and then we got John here. So John is a competitive dude. He's also a very, very, very experienced guy. So he's ran top 10. Obviously, as you can see, he's got Guardians. It had that Champions right there. He's got Storewatch raiment. I know on another account he ran for the Harley Quinn Rogue gear, which was a top 3 run with the Knights of Florians. He helped out my buddy, one of our high commanders over at Vicestone Savages, CAD guy, with his account on this last Bonesaw Carapace run. So, John's got a lot of account. He's a highly regarded member in the Republic. So, really awesome guy. Like I said, he's probably one of my best friends in the game. And this is the guild that he's trying to bring back, guys. So this was his first guild, I believe. And it was him and Matt as the co-GMs. Matt right here being the Sentinel. And, yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, I owe a large part as to why I got into the game, like as heavy as I did, to these guys. So, enough with that. Level 51, they have 31 levels of bonus purchased, so starting to work their way up there. Got 33 member slots, currently 22 out of 33. So, for only being a guild that's been back for about a month, they're actually doing really well, guys. I know up until probably like 2 weeks ago, they only had like 6 members, so they're starting to do a really good job, starting to make a name for themselves. And, that a large part of that has to do with, John and their family. They're part of the Legacy family, so uh, Phoenix Lords, The Undertaker, both Solaris, Solaris 1 and Solaris 2, they're all part of the same family here. So, a really nice family to back them up. Got a lot of great leaders coming out of that family, so it's pretty nice. So right now, they're looking for level 60 and up. The requirement here on the screen says level 40, but they are looking for level 60. And with that, you have to be actively leveling, guys. So it's not like once you hit level 16, you're in. All right, now I can just chill. You want to shoot for that level 100. I know my girlfriend, it took her like a month and a half to level up all the way to 100. So it's really not that hard, and she wasn't even grinding. So I know back when I did my grind to push from like 60 all the way up to 100, I was in like 3 to 4 levels a day. So, excuse me. It's really not that hard. So, like I said, level 60, but actively leveling. So, don't expect to join at level 60 and just chill there. You have to get up to level 100. Hopefully soon. You have to be going for. You have to be upgrading your armors, guys. So, maybe for some people that's going after the Epic Boss Plus armors, or, maybe that's, doing a top 25 every once in a while, but they're looking for you to be progressing, which every guild is, to be honest. So, got to be looking to upgrade your armors. The Epic Boss armors are easy to get, guys. I mean, 43, you just have to put in the time, and you have to get the friends. So, I know these guys are part of a good enough family to where any of them will add you as friends. Obviously, since they are a level 51 guild, not a maxed out level 75. They're looking for contributions, not only with the gold, but as far as the guild quest goes. So, it's been a while for me now since I've had to do that, because Viceland Savages have, for a while now, been maxed out at level 75. And then probably for a month and a half to 2 months now, I've been maxed out with the guild bonuses. So, I haven't really had to do that grind since I was back in Wrecking House, and I don't miss those times, because when Wrecking House was preparing for the first top 25 run, we kind of made a commitment that we would have 32 member spots, and starting that week we only had like 30, so we were putting up goals every day, and we were just hustling through them, and I don't miss that. I don't envy anybody that has to still go through that. I mean, it's something nice to be able to do. It keeps you kind of busy, but I'm not one for the grinding parts of most games. So, moving on. So, like I said, you have to contribute not only to the guild bonuses and gold with gold and everything, but you have to contribute to the guild quests. You have to follow rule set. So, when it comes to being in an alliance, obviously there's some rules that we have to do, with some stuff, and then there's obviously rules that you're probably going to have within your guild. So, like you can't, like for instance, if you're both running top 25 and, there's a scheduled top 25 and stuff, you really don't want to interfere and ruin that scheduled top 25 just because your guild accidentally ended up top 25. But, rules as far as, alright, this week, we're going to focus on, doing this quest. We have a fusion quest. So, everybody focus and get it done, done. And, they want you to focus, listen to them. Because, like I said, John's had enough experience. And, Matt was around for a while too. I know he went to Criminal Legacy there for a while. But they have enough experience to lead a good group. And, to make a successful group. Obviously, since, they took 6 in a fusion war, and, they've climbed almost triple to quadruple their members, their actual members in a couple weeks here. So, they're doing a great job. And then, obviously, the last one, you got to have line. So, line, necessity for any good guild, almost. No disrespect to any of the guilds that don't use line, but I mean, for proper communication, setting up guild chat really isn't worth it. So, I'm going to go ahead and throw up all the requirements up on the screen for you guys. So, if this is sounding like something that you want to get a part of, join, you know, be active with, I guess, uh, you know, just listen up and think. Because I think that these guys are going to be great. I think that they're going to be a solid top 25 guild here soon. Once they get their feet back under them and once they, start progressing a little bit more. So, first one is overall level 60 and actively leveling. So again, like I said, you have to be moving forward. Whether John sets that as, or you have to gain 3 levels a week or 4 levels a week. I'm sure that he'll be able to work that out with you. But you want to be actively leveling. You want to be working towards that level 100. So, like I said, level 60. You want to be upgrading armors. So, looking to improve your armors. Going for that epic boss plus. Going for, that top 25 when you have the gems and you feel like you're ready. Or John feels like you're ready. Or, maybe it's you have 40 old epic boss ones and, you want to go on a fusion frenzy. Always look to improve. So then moving on, helping, contributing. So contribute to the guild and to quest. So like I said, they're not a level 75, so they're still looking to move up to there to get the 40 member slot. And then obviously everybody's shooting for those 10% bonuses because it is so nice to be 10% bonus. It's a huge jump moving from a guild that maybe only has 5 or level 6 or anything like that, moving to a level 10 bonus guild. So contributing all around to the guild. And then following rules that are set by the leaders. So whether that's focusing on a certain quest or whether that's an in-war rule, just follow what the leaders say. Like I said, they're seasoned enough to know what's best for the guild. And then obviously you have to have a line account. So line, not even going to go through it. If you guys have watched my videos before, I've done a little spiel about it. But so yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and throw John's line ID up on the screen for you now. John T9931. He's an awesome guy. Really cool dude. Down to earth. Don't be afraid to approach him. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Yeah, guys, if you think that, this could be a possible stepping stone for you to move up into, a high level guild. So people that are watching this that are maybe in the top 250 or, maybe top 500 guild, maybe you're like one of 5 people that are actually highly participating, go ahead and contact John, create that line ID, and go ahead and get a hold of him, take a risk, see how you like it, and I'm pretty sure that'll pay off for you guys. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Been trying to get this episode out for a while here. Had a little bit of a power issue. Our power went out at my house, and our router was kind of acting funky for a few days, but finally happy to get this out. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. But until next time, this is TDunks signing off.